Hi everyone. I don't know if it's up yet. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. It looks like I'm on now. Can you hear me? Okay, let me disconnect my Bluetooth headphones. That's how I check the sound. I hope you're all doing well. Today's Friday the 13th. Let me see if this is connected now. Okay. So I was watching Kate's Regretless Life, and she did a live, and she was doing like a general reading. Like it was just a storytelling for tomorrow or today. And she was talking about how today is Friday the 13th. I can't talk. Today's Friday the 13th. And this year, we're going to have 3 13ths on a Friday. The next one is going to be on March. And then the following one, the last one, is going to be in November. Scorpio season. Quite fitting because number 13 is the death card in tarot. And yeah, so that's an interesting fact. I didn't know that. So I'm just on because I don't have anything better to do. So if you want to talk, you want to do talk to me about anything. I have my tarot cards with me. So I don't know if I feel like doing a tarot reading or not, but it's just I don't know, for some people, I wonder how today is going for them, knowing that tomorrow is Valentine's Day and some of you may be single, you don't have anybody, and I don't know if anybody's feeling weird or feeling a certain way about that, you know? So that's what I'm here. We want to talk. I could talk. I'm very good at talking. I'm very good at talking a lot, and I'm very good at talking to myself. So let's see. So I have my tea over here. My name is Tan, and Artemis Oracle is my channel. I started reading tarot when, let's see, in 2020. When was the first deck of cards I ever got was in 2021. My first tarot deck. It was the Nightmare Before Christmas deck, as well as the Rider-Waite, the traditional Rider-Waite tarot. And before I started reading tarot for myself, and even way before I even started reading on YouTube, which was officially and consistently since December 2024, I would watch tarot readings because I went through a difficult time, and somehow a tarot card reading was recommended to me. And I was like, oh, let me see what this is about. So I looked up my sign and I looked at a reading. The first reader that I remember watching was Amira Salon. So she has this really cool oracle decks. She has a coffee cup oracle, and then another one. I forgot the first deck she ever created. And at that time, she was starting to sell those of her initial set of tarot oracle cards. But that's when I started getting into tarot. And then I found Carol's Universe, which I think Rich Loeb also mentioned when he was going through a difficult time before he started reading tarot, and he would watch her channel. And I believe he said he's an Aquarius. So he would watch Aquarius readings. I could be wrong, but he started watching Carol's Universe. And I was like, that's so interesting that I'm seeing his video about how he got into tarot and how he started watching Carol's Universe. And that's how he got into tarot. And it's the same way. I don't know if she's still posting on YouTube, but she was a very, very, very good reader. I know that she's very busy with, I assume she is busy with personal clients and stuff. So that's why she hasn't been as filming and posting as consistently as she had in the past. But she was one of those readers that was very straight to the point. She told you the meanings of the cards, but she told you what she was seeing. And I really liked her 3-card reading. So she'll give you like like what could be happening, like a prediction of what may be happening and how you can circumvent it, like what solution, what advice the tarot had to offer. So she was one of those other readers. Another reader that I was really into, but sadly she passed away, was Estelle. I think her channel was still up. I'm not sure, but she was a sweet older woman. And hi, Joe. Dominicano. Soy Boricua. Joelle. How you doing? So yeah, that's how I got into tarot and Dominicano. I get it. You're Dominican, right? Is that the Dominican flag, or what country are you from? I'm not reading that right. Is that the Dominican flag? Let me see something. Oh wait, this is my other account, Dominican. Let me see, because these flags, I could be wrong. Let me see if it shows me. Yeah, I was right. Why do I second guess myself? Don't get me started with the flag from Ireland or the Ivory Coast, because they look very similar, except the orange and the green, it's the other way around. But yeah, those are the readers that really got me into tarot. And then I found Alex Heal's tarot when I returned to watching tarot readings. Another one is Esoteric Sky. He's really good because he talks about astrology. He hasn't been posting consistently. And he was posting on what do you call it? He posts on Patreon because recently his father passed away. God rest his soul. So yeah. But yeah, so now my favorite tarot card readers, Saltwater Heals Tarot, because she's very blunt, trying to get us divine feminines in shape so we could meet our divine masculines. Who else do I like? Alex Heals Tarot. Another reader that I really like. Who else do I like? I love Tyler's Tarot because he's so blunt. I love how he calls us all bitches and hoes. Because I could tell that he's not coming from a negative place, but there are some bitches and hoes out there that need to hear it. Who else I like? Wow. Let me see. I can't really think of anybody else. Those are the people that stand out for me. So, like I mentioned, I'm of Puerto Rican descent. My mother and father were born in Puerto Rico. And if you don't know about Puerto Rico, it's a U.S. territory. If you don't know, you probably haven't been watching any news lately or news in the past 2 years. Or whenever they started posting about Bad Bunny being in the Super Bowl. You know, a lot of people don't know that Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory. So essentially, Puerto Rican people are citizens of the United States. In case you didn't know that. And hi, Coach Unique. I hope you're doing well. So I'm of Puerto Rican descent, but I was born in the USA. Born and raised in New York. So I'm just here chatting with anybody who wants to chat with me. I don't have any plans tonight because me being a dumbass, I waited to the last minute. And you know what is weird? Because I was, tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and I was a little iffy about asking someone if they wanted to hang out because I didn't want to make it seem like it was like a Valentine's type of thing, you know, but I did ask, I put it out there and they weren't able to. So I'm like, okay, I have my backup plan. Go on YouTube and live stream, see who joins, who wants to talk or chat, whatever. So, I mean, this is a good opportunity for me to get some more subscribers, right? But right now I'm just letting my tea steep. So I don't have any plans tomorrow. I'm curious to know if anybody has plans. Let's see. I'm gonna put this up. If anybody wants to share. I saw one of my coworkers. Well, we don't work together, but we work for the same company. And so I'm gonna put a Q&A in case anybody wants to answer that. It's just blocking my face. I hope it's not. I'm trying to find a way. But yeah, let's see if it moves. So I'm curious to know if any of you have Valentine's Day plans. I'm gonna live vicariously through you because I don't, you know. I want you to spill the tea because that's what I'm drinking right now. Okay. I'm gonna leave that there. But I wonder why it won't let me move it. Let me see. Okay. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. So you can let me know if you do have any plans. Okay, so I don't really know what else to talk to you guys about. So let me see if I could do something. All right. So I'm going to go into the Revealing the Truth deck. Yesterday, when I was home, I was watching this reading I did for myself. I did a reading for myself in which I was trying to guess who my future love would be through the cards. So that would be an interesting video to share with you if you want to see that. But I was like, why not do this live? That would be interesting. So I'm going to be reading for myself. I want to see who my future love is going to be. I've been single for, it's going to be a year. What actually is a year? It's been a year since I was in a relationship, whatever the fuck that shit was. I mean, he called me his lady and shit, but still, I don't know. It was like weird. Anyway. I mean, I was his girlfriend. He was my boyfriend. So let's just like, let's say it was a relationship because he said I was girlfriend. So let's see. We don't want to talk about the past. The past is the past. Okay, let's see about my future love. Confessions, unveiling, coming clean messages, times, waiting cycles, moments. You know, what comes to my mind is like someone's waiting for the right time to tell me how they feel about me. They're waiting for the right time to tell me how they feel about me. And you know what's interesting? Because today's the 13th, and look at that right there. That's interesting. The 13th. Today's Friday the 13th. 13 is Scorpio energy. I'm a Scorpio. Scorpio Venus, Jupiter, Mercury, and Sun. Yeah. I'm like, I know I have 4 placements. Okay, what else? So there may be somebody that wants to tell me how they feel about me. They've been thinking about me. They miss me. They desire me. They crave me because I have the divine feminine and the thinking cards. So they do think about me. I don't know if this is somebody that because, you know, sometimes you can have people who are your friends and then they don't really express their feelings for you because of whatever reason. So there might be somebody around me who hasn't really expressed how they feel about me. Just so you know, I'm reading for myself. This person may be sidetracked, you know, distracted with other things. There may be things going on in their life. So sidetrack, changes, delays. So they're distracted with other things, other priorities. What else? Oh, wow. This is interesting. This person may see me as a soulmate to them. Deep love, unity, connection. I believe that we have soulmate connections with people who are like, it could be either romantic or it could be platonic. We could have friends, family that are soulmates, you know. But this is my future love reading. So this is someone who may see me as a soulmate. We're gonna go into the revealing the truth because we want some juicy details too. I don't want all the lovey-dovey shit, but like these are good cards so far for me. I'm like, the only thing is distracted. Like, I don't know if this person could be already in another connection and they're just holding their feelings back. It could be that they're focused on other things, maybe like work, family, and family doesn't mean like they're married. I mean, hopefully they're not. And if they are, they could go, don't want that, you know? In my earlier life, I talked about like, I cannot mess with someone who's in a relationship. I feel like I'm cheating on my sister, you know, like his wife is my sister, even though I don't know her. That's how I see it. You know, these cards fall out, but mistakes, misunderstood, victim, lost soul, finality, farewells, leave behind, closure. And I was talking about distracted. So if this is like this person, maybe they're trying to close something out, trying to fix some mistakes that they've made. Maybe that's what they're distracted with, trying to make some changes, trying to close out a cycle, essentially, before they could even come forward to me. Let's see what else comes out. I mean, we have bad cards in here, but so far, so good. I mean, like I said, the only thing is like the distracted part. Anything else starting to know? Clinging, holding on, obsessing, spying. So this person may be watching me, obsessing. Or they could be someone who is clingy in a way. I know I can be clingy. I know I can be. I admit it. I'm a fucking Scorpio, okay? I admit it. I could be clingy, okay? If I love a motherfucker, I'm clingy as fuck, okay? I am not ashamed. This is who I am, all right? That's my Venus and Scorpio coming through, you know? You either love me or hate me. Okay, so now I'm going to the Revealing the Truth deck for myself. I'm reading for myself, my future love. This is for fun, okay? It's for your entertainment purposes. Okay, let's see. What truths do I need revealed about this person? And if you're coming through, hi, my name is Tan. This is Artemis Oracle. And if you have Valentine's Day plans, you can let me know by answering that sticker right there. Play along. Let me live vicariously through you because I am a single woman. So I would love to know if you have Valentine's Day plans. Okay, talent came out. Born with features, personality. Hello, Sandy. I hope you're doing well. My name is Tan. This is Artemis Oracle. I'm doing my own personal reading in front of you guys. I'm doing my future love reading. It's for your entertainment purposes. Okay, so the first card I have for myself is talent, born with features, personality. Okay, well, I hope everything improves with you. Talents. Tell me anything else about this person. What truths do I need to know about my future person? Oh, commitment, oath, agreement, pledge, promise. So this may be somebody who is honorable, who has integrity. You know, I think of, like, you see the knight and she's a queen. It's like he's bowing down to her. So it might be somebody who sees who may see me in a certain way. They may see that I have, like me from a certain stature. They may have a lot of respect for me. May have a lot of. Okay. Let me see. Immortality. Okay, resurrection, sublimation, piety, infinity. This is the Scorpio card. Like I mentioned, I'm a Scorpio. I see a lot of orange and red here. These are the most prominent colors. So this is root and sacral chakra. Okay, so this person could be a Scorpio. They could have Scorpio in their chart. They could be somebody that's very talented who born with features personality, you know. If you hear this professors outside talking really loud. So this reading right now is my personal reading because I'm a little bored, and so I want to see what comes out for me. Sacrifice, dedication, ritual, worship, a voluntary. Okay, sacrifice, dedication, ritual, worship, voluntary. So this is a future love reading for myself. So if you could play along and you could read the cards how you see fit. For yourself, but right now I'm not reading for anybody. But you could look at the cards and see how they may resonate with you. Sacrifice. This person may be making some sort of sacrifice in their life. And the sacrifice is to release something from them that may be kind of distracting them, keeping them from coming forward and confessing something to me. And when it comes to like infidelity, cheating and stuff, if you have to go with your gut instincts, you know, because as a tarot reader and an oracle reader, we could only provide you confirmation of something that you already suspect. Because if a person is cheating, you will know, unless they're really good at covering their tracks. But if you know your person and you've been with them for 12 years, then you already know their telltale signs when they're being dishonest, they're hiding things. Okay, so this person maybe, immortality is the death card too, right? I mentioned it's Scorpio energy, right? Something ending to begin again, but some sort of sacrifice has to come from their part in order for them to, and it has to be something that they choose to, because if someone has to sacrifice something, it's better when they're doing it because they decide to, they choose to, not because it's a voluntary thing, you know, because if they are forced to sacrifice something, then it will lead to resentment in some way. It always leads to resentment. Whenever you're forced to sacrifice something, give up something, do something that you don't even want to do, resentment, bitterness always sets in. And it always ends up affecting a relationship, you know? So this is a sacrifice this person has to willingly make. And it be a voluntary one, something that they can't hold any bitterness or resentment against me, you know? Because first of all, I don't want anybody to sacrifice something because they feel like they have to, because I expect that from them. I would rather they sacrifice something because they know it's the right thing for them to do, not because I'm forcing them to. Anything else? But the sacrifice should be something that liberates them in some way. It's supposed to take a weight off their shoulders, especially if they've been burdened. Okay, another card came out, synchronization, resonance, music, emotion. So this person, if this is somebody, because it says confession, unveiling, coming clean, messages, right? Somebody expressing, being honest, revealing some truth that they're waiting for the right time, but something that they've been contemplating. But with the synchronization, that goes along with timing as well, but also them knowing that maybe they feel like me and them are in sync with each other. Like we're vibrating. Like I don't want to say vibrating, but like we're vibing with someone. Finances. So finances could be some, and it says money problems, work, success, fortune. So like I'm not just sidetracked. Maybe they've have mistakes with their money, with their finances, and that's an interfering factor. They probably made some mistakes in the past, and they try to resolve those issues before coming towards me or offering me some sort of commitment, or coming forward to me and wanting to be involved with me. I don't know, like, because that confessions and what was it? Time, commitment. But it's like they're waiting, like that could be when I put these two cards together, even though they came out separately, synchronization and finances. So this person may be waiting for their finances to be in order and then that's when they feel like it will be the best time for them to come forward to me. Electronic data, backup, digital. So this could be somebody I have digital, like I could be communicating with already, like through messages. It could be somebody I already am in communication with. For all I know, it could be, oh my God, imagine somebody from work, somebody that I email. It could be that. Excuse me. Let me see. I want to go into tarot now. A little trash card came out. Waste worthless. Hopefully this person doesn't have self-esteem issues because that's my low self-esteem card. Hi, my name is Tan. This is Artemis Oracle. Right now, for your entertainment purposes, I'm doing my future love reading. So I want you to see, like I'm trying to be as honest with myself as possible. This person may be a fire sign, may have water in their chart. They may be younger than me, a younger fire sign, or they may be a younger water sign. Okay. I have more oracle cards. That makes it more interesting. Imagine it's somebody from work that I already communicate with. That'll be funny. I hope you're all doing well. Okay, this is for your entertainment purposes. Just like all tarot and oracle readers, well, they should be saying that, because we are not responsible for your personal choices. And we only provide you confirmation of what you already know. This card. Baby steps. Take your time and build your love slowly with care. Relaxed, deliberate, aware. Yeah. I mentioned this could be somebody that I already know that I may be friendly with. I'm adding that now, friendly with. Someone who is familiar with me. That may be wanting to communicate their emotions to me. But it's like they don't want to rush anything. They want to take things slow with me. They don't want to, because sometimes when you rush things, it's better to take your time because things will crash and burn if you move very quickly. So let's see what else comes out. This person could also have a child because you see there's a parent there with a baby. This person could have a child. Would I want to be with someone with a child? That's a question. I think it depends on the child's age, because I don't want to deal with baby mama shit. I don't want to deal with that. And that's the tea on that. Yeah, I don't. If the child's like really young, where the mother is the primary caregiver, I don't know. That guy better be like very protective of me, because I don't want to be dealing with some crazy baby mama bullshit. You know, that's your problem, not mine. I mean, the guy will have to be like worth it. The guy will have to be so worth that, you know. Soul searching, needing to work on some personal issues first. See, and I was talking about like there's things that are going on in the background that I may not be privy to with this person, or I may be privy to them if I already know them, right? And they haven't, you know, if this is somebody, like if I know this person, what do you think I would know who the fuck this is? Because I would know, like I would be able to sense that they feel some way about me, right? But I mentioned that this is something that they probably made some mistakes. They probably made some mistakes in the past, and they're trying to close something out. But soul searching, you know, they're doing some sort of work within themselves. Like it says, motives, purpose, self, needing to work on some personal issues first. So it's like before this person feels like it's the right time to express their feelings for me or intentions with me, nobody has any intentions with me. Right now, there's nobody, you know. I know where the fuck I stand in people's lives, you know. So if this is someone, they may be closing out something and need to, I guess, get their life together before they could start even trying to make some sort of moves towards me. This person may be adventurous. It says adventures. Having new experiences and making new friends. This could be somebody I could meet in the future that maybe like I become friends with, and that, you know, we travel, we do things together. That's what I would like that. Because like my past 3 birthdays, I've been traveling by myself. I went to London, Amsterdam, and Italy by myself on my birthday. The last Italy trip, I was like, I'm done. I want to be with somebody. I want to share this experience, you know, like to be like, I live in New York, right? And then to go all the way to Italy and do stuff on my own. It's like, I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this anymore. I want to share this experience with somebody, you know? So coming around, hoping for another chance and wanting to try again. If it's my last person, no, thank you. Please, no, I'm not interested. Not interested. And needs tending. Pay more attention to your love life to get results. Okay, what am I doing? How am I being neglectful? Nourish, dating, respond. I'm not dating anybody right now. I'm so scared to date. Nourish and respond. I'm totally omitting the dating because I'm afraid to date. I don't want to date. I don't want to date. I feel like for me, when I look at that card, I feel like it's like me having to take more time for myself, taking care of myself, loving myself. Because the idea of dating, it doesn't, like going out and, all right, fine. I could go out and meet people, right? But dating implies, it has a purpose. For me, it has a purpose. You know, I don't want to be going out with guys just to go out with guys. I'm not the like free meal type of girl. Like I go out just to get a free meal. I'm not like that, you know? And like if it's, people can do what they want, you know, free will. But for me, it's not like that for me. because I want to go out with someone that I feel like is worthy of my time. Because time and money are valuable, right? But time is so much more valuable. So when I split the deck, I have expression, being able to share your feelings openly, vulnerable honesty, right? And then we have radiant love. You create positivity and warmth together. So I hope that's what it is when I meet this person. Like when I think about dating, for me, I don't like, to me, I have like this negative connotation of what dating is, you know? And that's, I don't know. I just think it's like, it's probably because of past experience. I felt like it was just such a waste of time, you know? Also, it's like through those experiences, I'm like, damn, why the hell I settled, like to even go out with these people or even like spend even a minute with them, you know? Oh my God, one time, I'm going to show this. I went out with a guy, right? And I was like, let me make it super casual, super like, let's see how we vibe. The guy came and he was so fucking bummy. Like, I don't even know if he brushed his teeth. I don't even know if he washed his ass. I don't know anything, but he looked so sloppy. He said he was going to work. But I'm like, if you work in the food industry, I wouldn't want you anywhere near my food because he was just like, oh, disgusting. He was disgusting. The way he looked. And I was like, oh, what the fuck and this is when I tried online dating years ago. I was like, no. I know they say, you know, us women, when we catfish guys because we put so much makeup on and then we put filters and wear fajas and stuff like that. But then, but like, guys do the same thing too. Okay, let me go into a different deck. Go into tarot. So I wonder who is watching right now. If you have Valentine's Day plans, please let me know. Let me live vicariously through you. Because I don't have Valentine's Day plans. Let's see what comes out for me. Okay. Okay. What are some things I need to know about this person? My future love. The last time I did this reading for myself was in, I think it was May 2025. Okay, so the first card of Ace of Cups. This person may be new to me. Maybe new. I probably didn't have any sort of relationship with them. And this card came out earlier too because it has the dove right there indicating peace. This person, peaceful heart, comes with peace. Then also Eight of Pentacles, somebody who's very much focused on their work, their finances, focusing on their craft. And it's funny because this card, the talent, whatever skills or talents, there's someone who's always perfecting that in some way. I would say they even try to perfect themselves. They're working on themselves. Anything else? What can you tell me about this person? Ooh, oh my God, the devil card came. This person, oh my God. If we're gonna be like a little, you know, lip biting in a sexual way, this person, and that's all I'm gonna say. It is, you know, it could be that, or be all over each other. He'll be all over me. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I want that man all over me if he's my man, because I want to be all over him too. But the devil is Capricorn energy, so That's the first time we're seeing. They could have like Capricorn and Venus. It could be it could be their Sun, their Venus. It could even be their Mars sign. What else? Yeah. Oh my God. Hi, Alpha. I hope you're doing well. You know, I'm doing a personal reading for myself. So like who my future love is, and this is for entertainment purposes only. Oh my God. So Leo, they may have Leo. There may be somebody who's overcome a lot of adversity. Someone who is very strong-willed, has a kind heart, who's warm-hearted. I would say even loyal. I know, like me, I'm loyal to a fault. I am. I was trying to go out tonight, but I didn't have anybody to go out with. So I was like, let me just go on and do another live, you know. So I put a sticker up. If you have Valentine's Day plans, you could put something in there. Because I'm like, let me live vicariously through other people, you know. So this person could have Leo in their chart as well, but they just could be like a very loving, generous, warm person. With the Leo. Well, the devil card came out too. Anything else? Tell me more about this person, my future love. Yeah, I'm fucking loyal to a fault. Some people don't deserve my loyalty. Ace of Wands. See, this is like confirming what I'm thinking too about Leo as well, because Six of Wands is the Leo card. Somebody who's very successful, has a lot of eyes on them, a lot of attention, possibly even haters because of how well they're doing. A very successful person, but also a very passionate person too with that wand. So we like, when it comes to like love and romance readings, I don't know what that means for you. From not trying to be bad. I know what that means for me. Gotta keep these legs closed. Ace of Wands. So yeah, someone passionate. It's like the Ace of Wands is always thought of like a very phallic symbol too. So, oh, Wheel of Fortune. I just thought prosperous, someone who's prosperous. You know, I don't know, like Alpha, I don't really know what bad means to you. Like I just said what I said for me. I don't know if it's safe for you. Like you keep it in your pants. Yeah, maybe you need to stick to yourself. Stay by yourself. Like, why would you want to go start trouble? Tomorrow's a day of love. Spread love, not hate. Four of Pentacles. This could be somebody who's like holding back. Like so much so that, you know what, when I saw this card, when I decided to use this deck today and I was looking at it, I was like, this is the type of guy that will have his ass stuck to the sofa. Like, he needs his ass peeled off the sofa because of how tightly he's gripping that thing. Like gripping that doesn't sound right. Scorpio mind over here. Yeah, somebody that's, this is somebody who's holding back, like not really giving fully May not get fully. May seem like he's oh, what you call it when people they what you call it? You know, when somebody wants to, give, but they don't want to give. It's like they hold themselves back. But it's just the way he's sitting. He just looks like. Oh, that's not cool. I don't know why people tell their kids to lie. But it sounds like your daughter has a conscience, unlike some people, you know. Well, it's a good thing that she told you. It's just your daughter's a Leo, right? So, yep, she got that loyal heart. It's funny how sometimes kids could see things. Kids are very observant. And people don't realize that. People underestimate children. They don't think that. The fact that your daughter told you, it's like, it's a good thing that she's able to talk to you and tell you those things, because if she hadn't told you anything, then you wouldn't even know, unless you're that intuitive, you could sense something. And I think you told me that you can. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I feel like this person is holding back from taking a chance with me. I mean, if this is somebody that I'm already in contact with, they may be like taking the wait and see approach with me. But this could also mean that this person is stingy with money. I swear, I want to say I have the worst luck. But that's not true. That's not true. That is not true. Okay, so a Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, or Aquarius. Fixed sign energy here with the Wheel of Fortune. It has all the signs. Always follow your gut. Always follow your gut. Yeah, I used to give people the benefit of the doubt. And now it's like, I think I'm more paranoid than ever because of how many times I've been proven wrong in believing people. So it's like, right now, you're a liar until I see proof that it's the truth. Oh, look at that. 13. Today's Friday the 13th. The end. What's behind that? The end of burdens, conflict. Knight of Swords. 9-9. The sun is 19. 9-9. It's funny. 9-9, 18, 19. Ooh. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. It's about family coming together. Happiness. Emotional fulfillment. But that may be the risk. Some people don't feel like they're worthy of being happy. So they could sometimes get in their own way. And I used to feel that way too. I used to be like that. I used to think that. Because I made some mistakes. And then it's like, it was hard for me to reconcile those mistakes that I made. But then eventually I've forgiven myself. And then like, yeah, I do deserve to be happy. I deserve to, yeah, I deserve to be happy. I don't know why either. It makes no, that doesn't really, it doesn't make sense to lie, you know? It's like, would you have not agreed to your daughter going to the parade? Or would you have preferred her to, would you have tried to stop her and say, no, she has to go to school? Oh, wait, the mic. My mic. Oh, where's the magnet? Okay, the magnet fell. Let me bring it back up. I have to be careful. I'm trying to bring the magnet back up. Okay. There. Oh, Empress. Oh, wow. Yeah, yeah, almost did. I would have been like digging in my ball trying to fish it out. I would have had to go off camera. Even though I'm pretty sure there will be people that want to see, you know, they'd be like, let me see your pumpkins. But it's funny because look, Emperor and Empress. I know I was going to say Emperor and then Empress, and then I moved the card. So it's like the divine feminine and divine masculine. And I have the divine feminine card here. But the Empress is a mother figure, someone who's fertile and abundant, loving, nurturing, caring, that type of energy. This person could have had issues with, oh my gosh, this is sounding like you. But you know what? I was telling you, I think I think it was the live that you first showed up in, that I read for you or accidentally read for you. I have a friend who's gone through a similar situation, you know, but not like being a side, you know, that thing. But they had issues with their baby mama. So yeah, that's what I was gonna say. This person could have had issues in the past with ooh. Oh my gosh, look at this. Empress, Queen of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. Yeah. You know, in the worst sense, the Queen of Pentacles can be materialistic, right? So maybe, well, it was funny because I was talking to my friend earlier today and he was telling me a story about someone that they were with somebody. And this is interesting that it's coming up too. They were with somebody and the person was taking their money, you know? So yeah, that's like, I think I said to you yesterday, no, because I wasn't on yesterday, on Wednesday, that communication, like you have to communicate, you know? But sometimes, like you said, like, sometimes people try to do things that are triggering, or maybe it was just, like I said, some people are inconsiderate. Yeah, 2 days ago, yeah. Queen of Cups came out. That's me. Yeah. You know what I'm curious, Alpha? I want to know, like, and you're a man, right? Why because I noticed that guys tend to gravitate towards me and tell me stuff. Like, why is that? Like, I know from Scorpio, like, I could just like chalk it up to me being like that Cancer rising, the comforting person that they could talk to. But I feel like Like you talk to me, and then my friend, he talks to me. I'm like, what is it about me? What is it about me? What makes me so special um special that guys want to tell me their story? I'm like genuinely curious about that. Is this the right deck? No, it's not. But you know what sucks is that, like for me, when guys do that, I'm just looking at the cards to put them back where they belong. That honestly, oh my gosh, I'm still learning how to do that because I would admit, like in my relationship with my kid's father, I did not let him at all. And I think that was the issue. But for me, it makes sense because of personal things. Like I don't really want to talk too much about my personal life on a live, but it makes sense because I really didn't have a masculine figure around, and I was raised by a single mother. So I don't know like honestly, I didn't know what a man was supposed to do, other than like give money, give child support. That was the only thing, because I was raised by my mother and my father. Like, let's just put it, I'll say it. My father wasn't there for me. He wasn't there for me. So I really didn't know what was the purpose of a man, So I interfered with my own relationship with my kid's father by not allowing him to be a father. And that's a mistake I made, but I gave myself grace because if I was a teen mom, I was young, you know. So I understand that now more than ever. And as someone who doesn't really want to be like controlling and like dictating and directing and micromanaging a man, it's like I'm still learning not to do that, you know? And I think that's one of the reasons why, I mean, besides men could talk to me, like they feel comfortable talking to me like you do and my friend, but I don't really have, like guys don't really approach me in that way. And if they do, I don't even, the idea, oh, no. In my live earlier today, I was talking about like I'm typically the chaser. Because if I want something, I will go after it, except a married man or a man in a relationship, because I don't do that. I don't do that. That doesn't sit well with me. I wouldn't want to be the reason why I broke another person's heart, like another woman's heart because of her man, But yeah, like when I was younger, no, I I did not allow my kid's father to be a man, I'm not saying I had that much control, but like I interfered too much in that. But like I said, I was young. I was a teenager. Like, what the fuck was I doing having a baby? What the fuck was I doing being in a relationship trying to be a woman? But I was still trying. I feel like right now I know who I am more than I ever have in the, like, I would say I know myself more in the last, I would say, not even, like 8 years, because I never really, yeah. Yeah, like I know myself more now than I ever have in the past. So, and being in a relationship, and being a mother early on, it's like I didn't know, like I had to ask myself, like, what do I care about? What are my values? And it was like, what the hell are values? You know, I didn't know myself. So, but yeah, I would say I am. But I honestly don't know what it's like to have a man pursue me. I don't know what that's like. No, you're allowed to feel the way you do. I mean, it's if you're allowed to feel the way you feel about the situation. I mean, it may not be the nicest thing, but it's how you feel. And it's the truth. It's your truth. I'm thinking, um, in my mind, I'm thinking, and was she thinking about your feelings? Like, I get so much noise. But would you be doing that to intentionally hurt her, or it's you just basically letting her know what it is? That's true. You can only control yourself. But the thing is, it's like sometimes you got to get stuff off your chest, you know? I mean, if you're the one that has to, I mean, I don't know how you're feeling, like if it's like a really heavy burden on your shoulders to keep your emotions in and not say anything when all you want to do is say something. The thought that came on my mind, and then it might be a little devilish, but it's like fuck them feelings, you know. But that phrase is more like, it's like you're trying to disregard your own feelings. But the thing is, sometimes you can't really care about what you say hurting somebody else, especially when it's true, you know. Because the longer you like, it's like, is she being held accountable for anything, you know? Because like for me, I believe in being held accountable. Like for my mistakes, I was held accountable, you know? I held myself accountable for my mistakes, you know? What do you think talking to her and telling her how you feel will hold her accountable? Will it make you feel better? Because I think it's all about delivery too. Like if you were to have that conversation with her, you have to think about how will you have that conversation. Are you going to be speaking out of emotions, or is it just going to be like you just being like very factual, like this is what you did, and this is what it made me feel, and this is what da da da, you know? It could be like something like that. Hello. Hello, G. How are you doing? I'm doing well, thank you. The twin flame card keeps coming out. What? But this time it came out with the exhaustion. You saw them fly out. Twin flames exhaustion. Mirroring shared feelings, reflection, depletion, drained, long journey. I can imagine this being a long ass journey. It depends on what question you want to ask. Time. Waiting, cycles, moments. That came out earlier today. Confession. Why does this keep coming out? This came out for me in my own reading. Cloudy judgment, illusions, and malice distorted. I don't like reading about third-party situations. I don't like reading for third-party situations because I'm biased when it comes to that. Because in third party, I don't know if this person's married to another person. But is this person the one that told you? Are they someone you can trust? Is it someone that... How old are you? Yeah. Okay, 23. You know, let me see something. I'm 23 years old. It's not cool to be in a third-party situation. I I think he is dealing with somebody else, because if there's no communication, it's because he's holding back. He's not really communicating. I feel like with this coming out, he may be dealing with somebody else, because this is like, in this type of question, this is like third party. So I think the reason why he's not in contact with you is because he is communicating with somebody. He is maybe dealing with someone else. Let me see something. Yeah, they can be a karmic soulmate if they're cheating. That's not true. That's not true, because remember, soulmates are humans. Humans are prone to error. Remember, karmics are supposed to teach us lessons. We're supposed to learn from them. We're supposed to learn lessons. So the karmic soulmate doesn't have to be a romantic soulmate. It could be a friend. It could even be a family member. It could be romantic, or it could be platonic. It could be familial. Trust me, I know. I've met too many damn karmics in my fucking lifetime. Yeah, like my last person, he was a fucking karmic. I already know it. So yeah, I feel like this person could be a karmic soulmate. But the thing is, like, you have to trust your intuition, because all I am is I'm reading cards, because everybody's story is complicated, and there are things that I don't know that is going on, so you have to trust your own intuition. If this person is not in contact with you, it's either because they don't want to talk to you, or they're busy doing something else, and usually, I mean, like, this is so true. I'm like, this is why I tell them, like, you could call me if you want to call me. If you want to call me, because if you call me, then I know you want to call me. If you don't call me, then I know you don't want to call me, and I do that for myself, So it's like, I think if you have to do what's best for you. you know? And I would say to be careful what people tell you. Especially me, I don't know your situation. I don't know this other person. Um, it's like, yes, this person could be your karmic soulmate. But if you continue to engage with them, and like I say, if they come back around and you engage with them, you have to be cautious with them. Put up some sort of boundary with them. Because the Knight of Swords came out. And the Knight of Swords came out as a yes, but it's about proceeding cautiously. Yeah, we think like soulmates are a positive thing, but we have so many soulmates. Like for all we know, like Alpha, I could be your soulmate right now, but I'm your platonic soulmate. Because we happen to cross paths, you know. Some soulmates are here for a short amount of time, and then others are like more long term, you know. So maybe you could learn something from me. I give you guidance and an answer. If that's what you feel like you have to do to protect yourself, then do that for yourself. You have to do it. Yeah, I probably am. And it's probably maybe we've known each other in another life, and you came across my channel, and I, gave you some, like, you connected with me in that way, but it doesn't have to be romantic, like I have a female friend, and I consider her my soulmate. I feel like she's my sister from another mister. I don't really subscribe to twin flames. I don't. That's why I can't really answer. I can't answer that question and say he's your twin flame or not, because I don't really believe in that so much. I have like my own idea, and I don't feel like people should, because the way they say twin flame is like someone who's a runner, chaser. That's like a negative aspect. But it's a twin flame supposed to be a mirror of who you are, and they're supposed to reflect to you the best traits and your worst traits, and they're supposed to help. Like as a twin flames, they're supposed to help each other evolve and become the best person that they're meant to be. That's my understanding. But then twin flames, people are fixated on this twin flame idea because it's like, oh, this is the one person that I'm supposed to be with, the one person. But the thing is, I think we have many people. And if you take into account how many people exist in this world and how spread out we are, like, who knows? Like me and Alpha, I'm in New York, he's in Seattle, Like, would I have ever met him in person? No, but we could cross paths, and that's what happens. Sometimes you cross paths. Soulmates could be for a short amount of time, or they could be for the long term, Yeah, I believe. I feel like this is my karmic life, because, oh my God, I've gone through so many things, and I'm like, why? Like, I must have been a horrible person in another life. One of us is going to fly out. It's gonna be you. It's gonna be you that flies out. I mean, I want to go to Seattle. You're gonna fly out to me. Good. I don't know if you said what's your name? I think you said your name starts with a K. Let me see. You know what that living on the, okay. You've never been to New York though? But I was reading on your comment about the engagement ring. I wonder if it was like one of her ways of, I don't know. I don't know if you've met your soulmate. Not yet. Like you have plans. You're making plans. Like you're. Am I blushing? No. Am I? You know. Yeah. I think it was. But the thing is, sometimes when you're not even like, you don't even have that in your mind to. um Why are you laughing? um like if you see something and sometimes it, like I've noticed this too, sometimes somebody would say something to me and then it's like it doesn't register, like there's something about your story that doesn't, like it doesn't add up to me, and but I'm like, it's not my place to get nosy to, because I want to be nosy. My sweet like Joey, what is that? Yeah, there's some parts of your story that I'm like, but I'm like, it's not my place to ask because I'm a nosy ass person. And I nosy because I'm like trying to, everything has to make sense to me. So like there's something about your story, Alpha, that I'm like, I need, I need to know. Thank you. It could be that. Because I don't know if you were already sensing something, it's just that you were ignoring it, but you did mention that trying to keep your family together. And that makes sense, you know? That makes sense. Let's see. Let's see. Does it matter something? But you know what you're saying? I was way too distracted to keep trying to keep my family. But why did you feel like you were distracted keeping your family together? Like what was going on? And I'm not, I don't, you don't have to tell me because when this gets published, I don't want to maybe see your comment, you know, your business on the internet, you know? Lydia, I think you're going to be meeting somebody soon. I think you might meet somebody soon. There may be somebody around you that may see you. I don't know, like if you go to school or your work, around your neighborhood, there could be somebody that may be interested in you and that may be interested in you. So there could be somebody around the corner for you. I know this is like coming out, and it makes sense because sometimes we get so fixated. Oh my gosh, look at that. You got the Ace of Cups. I feel like you're going to have somebody coming around for you. The first person you need to love is yourself. That's the first person. And when you love yourself and you're confident and you're feeling yourself, men like that because they want to make you unhappy. They want to take it away from you. So that's a joke, you know. I say don't give up hope, you know. And just be careful. Like I always say this, and it's because of my mistakes. Be careful like who you give your time and energy to, your attention to, you know. I like that. Don't give up hope. I'm gonna cover her toddies. Don't give up hope. The star card came out. Just continue to like take care of yourself. Do what you have to do. Hmm. But that should have been a sign for you. Because if she was for you. You wouldn't have to try to keep her. She would have stayed. Just focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Because I want to meet somebody too, but like so far, if we want that, we want to meet somebody, we're gonna keep meeting basura men, garbage men. You're not Spanish, so we're gonna keep meeting karmics until we learn to like just sit still, like do what we have to do, and then the right person will come along. You know, basura man, right? Literally garbage men. Yeah, hindsight is 2020. Hindsight is 2020. Definitely detachment too. And that's, I don't know what your sign is, G. I don't know if I don't know how to pronounce your name. So I'm gonna call you G or Goody or Goody. But detachment, oh, as a Scorpio, that's hard. Capricorn too, oh my gosh. Alpha's a Capricorn, Goody's a Capricorn, I'm a Capricorn Mars. Where else do I have Capricorn? Where else? I have another placement, but I'm not saying that one because then you're going to know everything about me. Yeah, it's the obsessive sign. Capricorns and Scorpios. Like I was listening to a reader and she was talking about the fixed signs, and it's true. Like, but it depends on the placement. Like my Mars is in Capricorn, so I could be very controlling. The way I act, if I'm in my masculine energy, I'm very controlling, and I don't like that because I get in my own way, and I cause a lot of my own issues. But it's funny, I have Venus, Scorpio, but Capricorn and Mars. Detaching, oh my gosh. And the fucked up thing about it too is that we get attached to the shit that's not good for us. Like, I want to be attached to money, you know, like, yes, money. I keep my money. I want to be like the Four of Pentacles, but without the Grim Reaper, you know? Yeah. That's what usually happens to people who give. They get taken advantage of, you know, especially, you know, I don't know if you've ever heard this song from Halsey. It's called Lilith. I love that song because I feel like that's, you know, who Lilith is. She was supposed to be the first woman before Eve was created. And she didn't want to be subservient to Adam. She didn't. Apparently, they were fighting over who's going to be on top. Can you imagine that argument? I want you on top. No, I want you on top. I want to be on top. No, I'm supposed to be on top. I'm like, just take turns. Could have been that easy, you know? But yeah, that song is about accepting, like, basically, like for me, I was listening to an audiobook about Lilith. She's basically about accepting who you are and not allowing yourself to be trapped by expectations, societal expectation, gendered expectations, you know? That's when it's the most fun, when you take turns, right? You don't want it to be the same thing all the time. It gets boring. Um, I know when in my relationship with my kid's father, I was a taker, but like I keep saying, I was young because I had my son when I was 15 years old. So you can't expect me to act like a woman when I don't even know who the fuck I am, and I don't even know what the fuck a woman's supposed to be doing, you know? Oh, use your imagination. I think they're one and the same. I think that they're one and the same. Because they say that when we come to this life, and I think you will know this more from, I think you, where are you from again? Are you from India? I forgot if you mentioned where you're from. Let me see where I could see it. From different religion. But I know in Vedic astrology, I know this, I think they're one and the same. I think that because a karmic relationship doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. Like I said, it could be a friendship. It could be like you're related to the person. And karmic relationships aren't always bad. You know, some are good and some are bad. I think it's if you actually get into a relationship with them or how you're related to them. That's why they say karmic soulmate, karmic relationship. I mean, we could Google it right now. What's the difference? A karmic soulmate, this is AI saying it. Wait, I'm gonna put versus karmic relationship. Because I feel like it's one and the same. So it says the purpose of a karmic relationship is to teach lessons, break old patterns, and resolve often through painful or challenging experiences. Soulmate relationships are meant to support, align with your life, and bring harmony. So I feel like just from that, but in order for you to really break any karmic cycles, you would have to have a relationship with the person. So I think that's what the difference is. Karmic relationships are often characterized by extreme highs and lows, obsession, and an addictive quality, making them hard to leave. Soulmates offer a calmer, more consistent sense of peace and security. I feel like because when you think about relationships, it implies like there's some sort of connection between you and this person, you know? I like how I did that because I'm seeing myself on, this is how I know if it's still working or not. It says signs of a soulmate, harmony and ease, mutual respect, shared values, and growth oriented. So I want to know what's the difference between a femme. I can't talk. Oh my God. Soulmate. Because you can have a soulmate, right? But we have multiple soulmates. That's the thing. But then a karmic soulmate is one that they have like a profound impact on your life, you know? They're supposed to help us grow, teach us lessons. Sometimes it's harsh lessons. I think that's the difference between like the karmic soulmate and a regular soulmate too. Is if it's karmic, then there's definitely a need for a breaking of patterns. Like I mentioned that before. But then I guess there's like a regular soulmate that, you know, there really isn't any lessons to be learned. It's just that your relationship is just a very peaceful, calming, comforting type of relationship. All I know is karmic. So all I know is karmic. Oh, I'm a cheap date, aren't I? What do you want to ask, Marie? My lips are like, keep biting my lips. What question? What question you want to ask? Yes, it's okay. My lips are dying. Can I ask how old are you? Because I think you're too young for me to read for. Because an adult wouldn't ask a question like that. I'm being honest. No offense, but an adult wouldn't ask a question like that. But why would you ask a question like that? I mean, if you're an adult, right? And this is no offense to you at all, because I'm trying to understand. Because me trying to understand is going to help you understand. But why is it important for her to be your friend? You know, if this is someone that you know, then you can already tell whether or not you can have that type of connection with her, like have a best friend connection with her. That's something that I don't think the cards could really say, you know. I feel like this is something that you can sense already if you and her have similar values, morals, backstory, you shared hobbies, the same interests and stuff. That's how you know. No, I don't read Akashic records. I'm very new to reading tarot, and I'm very new to reading for people, But I like that. I would say trust your intuition with that, I'm interested in Akashic records. I'm interested in that. I'm sorry, Marie. I just feel like that question You will know, because that type of relationship is something that's built over time. You know, like when I met my friend that I would consider, like I consider my kid's father my best friend, you know? And it's because of everything that we've gone through together, and like the hardships and stuff. And even though like our marriage didn't work out, but we're still friends, we're still there for each other, we support each other, that type of thing. Okay, I hope you have a happy Valentine's Day. And I saw your comment, Alpha. I saw your comment. Thank you, buddy. Okay. Are you in school, Goody? You're not? Because the first card I got was, I don't know if these other cards have anything to do with it, but I feel like, like the Hierophant came out. So it seems like teacher. I think that maybe your purpose. You may be someone who's meant to teach people. So I said Two of Swords and the Three of Cups too. Two of Swords, Three of Cups. You're already graduated. You're just building up your knowledge, learning more. The Two of Swords. You get the same thing to teach. You know, you may be a teacher, but it may not be in the way that a traditional teacher is, you know? Because we have like this idea of what a teacher's supposed to be, like someone that sits in a classroom and just talks to students and tells them what to learn and how to learn and, you know, that type of thing. But sometimes you might be able to help people if they're blocked in some way. You might be able to help, like help them get out of a situation where they feel stuck. Like if you may be able to teach people, like say you're a digital marketer, right? You probably can be doing you may be using that and to teach people how to remove any blockages from their life, or remove because this is like the blocked card, but it's also about helping people get more information, or like showing them a way where they get to decide what is their best path to do something. But with you helping them get unblocked, or teaching them how to get unblocked with whatever it is, it's supposed to help them be, I'm gonna say, it's like you help people, you like kind of free them from any blockages that they may have that may prevent them from being happy. I feel like it's something like that. You know, it's so, like I said, we have these traditional ideas of what a teacher is, and it's funny because I was talking to somebody that's considering going into a spiritual path, a religious path, but they were telling me that they don't feel like they have what it takes. But I'm like, God is showing you through actual experience that you have what it takes. So you may be helping people in some way to like remove anything that's keeping them stuck, blocking them in some way. And it could be them being stuck in their own head, or actual blockages that they're facing. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it could be something that you could make money off of it too. Akashic purpose. Right now, yeah. But I see the Eight of Pentacles, and Pentacles represents years. Because Pentacles take time to build up. You know, they're not as quick as wands, or as emotions, or as thoughts, you know, like the swords, the wands, and the cups, right? Pentacles, they take time. So I think within like the next 8 years, you're going to be learning more about yourself and what your purpose is. But you're going to have to continue going through life and life lessons that's going to make you more it's going to prepare you for whatever you're meant to do. It's going to make you wiser. Because, you know, like some people, they have to actually go through experiences in order to actually understand what it's like to go through something, in order to help people who may be going through something. And this is something that I've mentioned before, you know, like as we get older, we become more wiser, you know, as we get older, the more wiser we get. Some people don't, because they don't. So, but the fact that you're saying that you've already graduated school, but then you're continuing to go through learning, like you continue to study and learn, that's a good thing, you know, because the more information you know, the more information you have, you're able to, and then more experiences you have, it just makes you even more well-versed in life. and many other things, especially if you're studying something specifically, you know? Like this. You know, I hate that. I hate that alpha. I don't want to be a pit stop, you know? People, I don't want to be a pit stop. I think I've reached that point where I'm like, no, no more. And I mean that like when it comes to actual like relationships and stuff. You're welcome, Goody. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I've met those people too. Those I know I kind of like degraded it into a pit stop, you know. But sometimes it feels like that. You know, like, oh, you're just stopping by. Okay, nice meeting you, asshole. You know, I just like, no, telling you what? And it's no, I'm talking about something else. Okay, somebody wanted to ask me a question. Let's see. Let's see. What question do you have, Soph? No, I haven't. No. Yes. Let me go back to your question. I mean, ugh. Mhm. I think she left. Oh, 8, 8. 8 of Swords with the 8 of Wands. Okay. Are you working right now? My day already finished. I finished at 5. Okay. Oh, okay. Your song has been in my head. It's I guess I don't really know so much about terminology, music terminology, because, oops. Okay. Okay. Something happened. It said it was reconnecting. Let me see something when okay, I have 47 and I don't have Wi-Fi on, so I don't know why it's like that. Mm-hmm. It's weird how when I write music, I listen to instrumental music and then words. Like a song comes to my mind. And I wrote songs based off of music, how the music makes me feel. But when you write your music, is it the music, the instrumentals that come first, or is it the lyrics? I wrote, how many songs I wrote? Keep wanting to say written, but that's not even a word. It's like when I started getting into spirituality, and I was listening to certain music. Actually, it was maybe like, we're in 26. So it's like 2018 is when I really started starting seeing things happening and started using the law of attraction to get something I wanted, which I ended up getting. But yeah. Oh, that's good that it works out that way for you. But have you always been into music? Or is it is this something that you've recently started? Oh, okay. That's cool. Have you ever recorded yourself rapping? I have a sundae that I want to eat so bad. But but imagine your music is also meant to help heal people. Eat it, and then I become an eating channel. I'm becoming eating channel. Eating with Artemis. It's a sundae that I got from Haagen-Dazs. Dulce de leche. Dulce de leche. I'm curious. I wonder if the professors are still out there, because I know they're supposed to be teaching. Okay, cool. Oh my gosh, you're funny. What? Professor Snape? What is that? I wonder if they're, I work in a school where there are professors. You know, I've never watched Harry Potter. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I joke and say that this, but Harry Potter just it falls under, yeah. I actually studied to become a teacher. That's where my master's degree is in. But I'll be honest, I like kids. I do love them. I love kids, but that many kids at the same time, oh my God, it's too much. And I'm so sensitive and like I get frazzled and stressed out. And I was like, no, I can't. So I think I'm finding another way of being a teacher. Yeah, like it's an accomplishment, you know? All the degrees I have, they're like I mean, I don't have as many degrees as I do tarot cards and oracle cards, but yeah. Like sometimes I think about going for another master's degree, like in psychology or something, because I think maybe I'll be a good therapist. But then it's like a lot of people. I'm like, I would love to like incorporate like, psychology and tarot because that's how I like to read. I like to read like that. Oh, Montessori. Those are like one of the best schools because they don't like fix children in this in a box. They don't put them in a box. They let kids of different ages work together and they learn from each other and allow the older kids to help the younger kids. That's what I remember from when I was studying that education. The Montessori good schools are good because they don't box the kids in because some children are more intelligent and at a younger age than a student that's older than them that may not be as intelligent. I don't want to say that kids are stupid, but you know, like some kids are just smarter than other kids because children learn differently. They have different learning styles and they need to be taught differently. And sometimes they learn better from their peers than they do from a teacher, you know? And plus this, you know, they learn from each other essentially. And also that helps with their social development too. Yeah, some people are more, they value education more than other people. Some people are more about work, 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 and others about like learning, knowledge. And both are important, you know? But I feel like education is a lot more important too. That's my opinion. I think the more we know, the more understanding we have of different points of views of other people's perspectives and stuff. Hi, Heidi. I really want my ice cream. I want to get my ice cream. Hold on. this back on. That looks weird. That looks so weird. Eat it! Eat it! That's how I hear it. Thank you, pufferfish. Yes, you can ask a question, please. Okay. But how long will it take for your ice cream to get there? I'm a bad influence too. It's the thought that counts. Look. The devil card. But you know, this is the after tarot deck. So it's supposed to show a scene after the original tarot deck, you know? So let me see. I'm trying to find a good card. Okay, like the tower. The original tower shows people coming, like flying out of the tower as it's crashing down. But here it just shows people like they're not alive anymore. They're unalived. Face down in the dirt, she said, this doesn't hurt, she said. Thinking about that, what's that song from Red Jumpsuit Apparatus? What's there, can you give me a specific question? That one's a little bit vague. I don't know what's going on with your work situation. I'm not that psychic. This is my sundae. It has bananas, caramel, dulce de leche, ice cream, caramel, whipped cream, and bananas. There's a banana in there. Dulce de leche. I have a frozen banana in my mouth. Doesn't sound right. Well, that's like, I think a better question would be, let me see. I'm reading your mind. I'm reading your mind. I didn't read it like choke. Okay. I think like a better question, Leo, would be to ask, because your question is a closed question, like a yes or no. Hi. Now, if I could choke, you want to see me choke? Let me see. I think a good question would be, no, I think I read your mind. Scorpio, gutter. Okay? Remember that. Scorpio gutter. All right, Leo. How is Leo going to do in his job? In his current position, how is he going to do? Mm-hmm. How are Leo doing? I have to shuffle a different way. How are Leo doing this job? Essentially, you got the Queen of Pentacles coming out. So the Queen of Pentacles, regardless of your gender, Leo, is someone who's basically prosperous, who is, well, financially stable, secure, has and accomplished. I know. Okay, see, regardless if this is a queen, this is of high status. So it's like whatever you're doing, but you will know this if this resonates with you. If you're doing good, like you feel like you've been putting in the work, if you've been accomplishing goals at work, it's like there might be something coming up where you are, like you might get an increase. This is essentially a positive card, that you're gonna be secure in your position. You're probably, I don't know if it's like if you're like in a position where you're in probation, or like you have to do 1 year before you can actually, like, some jobs are different like that, but it seems like this is a positive card. Like you're going to be doing well in your position, and there may be something coming up where you are okay. So you're going to be celebrating something. That's why I was thinking that. I don't know, like, who these dumb people are, just boop. I made you go away. All right. So yeah, I feel like you're going to be a boss man, right? Okay. So you got your answer, honey. Hey, Priyanka. Always like that name, Priyanka. That's such a pretty name. You just asked me a question and I'll answer it. You're very welcome, mucho. I already answered a question for you, Goody. Goody. I'm sorry, Goody. I'm going to say Goody because so what's your question, Priyanka? I already answered a question for you, Goody. I answered 2 questions for you. You going to pay me for it? Oh, no, I'm not taking money now. So the way we're going to ask that question is, like, what is the outcome for the hearing that Priyanka? What is the hearing? Oh, I'm going to get one more card. For Priyanka. It is high stakes. And I don't even know what kind of Supreme Court, like what kind of hearing this is for. I got 3 cards out for you, Priyanka, and please take it as it resonates because I don't know what kind of case you have. Yeah, that's high stakes, definitely. Definitely abolish ICE. I agree with that. It's a hearing, right? It's not, because hearings, is it a final hearing or is it like just one of many hearings? Because from all the cards that came out, it's negative. Like the Tower came out, and I was like, ugh. Then the Eight of Cups came out. This is disappointment. And then again, the 4 cards showing that the outcome isn't favorable. And remember, I'm not a legal expert. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know what this case is involving. But, and I know court, whenever there's like some court, when it comes to courts, that you can have multiple hearings. So that's why I'm asking you, is this like a final hearing or is this like one of many hearings that you're having? But like all of the cards, they came out negative. Let me see what it's at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, negative. I'm sorry. Like, if it's like a preliminary hearing, like if it's the first hearing, it's usually a preliminary hearing. It's looking like it's going to be negative. It's not a favorable outcome. It doesn't seem like it's favorable, but like, can you tell me why it's going to be unfavorable? Remember, I'm not a lawyer. I cannot give legal advice. And these are like, take it as the message as it resonates, because right now it may not be looking good, but you said there's still time. There's a couple of weeks before the hearing. So there may be something that there may be a need to do more digging to get more information, because from what I'm seeing, like the Tower is something that's not built on strong foundation. So if your case isn't built on a strong foundation, then it could definitely lead to a unfavorable outcome. So there may be some more digging that you need to do, more information you need to get, or that's going to strengthen whatever your argument is in this hearing. Yeah. That's why I was asking what kind of hearing it is, because it's just the beginning, a preliminary hearing. So in the hearing, the judge, I'm not familiar too much with court because fortunately I haven't had to deal with that type of stuff, but I'm going intuitively. There may be something that is going to be mentioned by the judge, the hearing officer, that may guide you into what you need to do to strengthen. They might show you what your holes are in your argument, where the argument is needs to be strengthened, or where there's weakness or something. I'm thinking there's something that's not a very strong argument that's going to be in your favor. So there may be some more digging, more information, more stuff that you need to strengthen your argument, so that you can build a case that has a strong foundation that will lead to a favorable outcome. So whatever evidence, whatever discovery, whatever, like it's probably not strong enough to support what your argument is. But please take the message as it resonates, because I'm not a lawyer. I don't know what state, what country, what continent your court case is taking place in, but like Alpha said, is preliminary. So it's just the beginning. That you have to see how the hearing turns out. There may be something that you need to do to strengthen the argument. I'm not psychic. I'm psychic, but not that psychic. So based on the cards, whatever the argument is that you have, that you're going to court, that you probably feel confident with, it may not be a strong argument. It may be something that has some holes in it, some weaknesses. So whatever it is, do more research, get more information. Because if you go in there in court, it may not be favorable. Okay, I hope that helps. I hope that helps you. Also, I would say too, don't lose hope. Yeah, don't lose hope, because right here, this is like losing hope. It's like that, in a way, kind of like giving up. I feel like whatever this is that's affecting a lot of people, it's something, don't give up on it. Because there may be some people that may lose hope. But just continue doing what you're doing. But just strengthen that argument. The overall, because it was supposed to be a 1-card reading, was the Tower. And I was like, that's very strong. But I could see why. But I'll pull one more card. Let's see what comes out. Do you want me to put all the cards back, or do you want me to leave those out? Let me know. I'm going to put all the cards back, okay? I'm going to move them into different parts of the deck too. I want the card to come out on its own. Eight of Swords. So it's like something's going to be stuck. Loose, loose, loose. Loose. Eight of Swords. I feel like this is saying that you're going to need some help with this. Because you see, the typical Eight of Swords, it usually shows somebody that's by themselves. And they're bound, but they could get themselves out of the situation because the bindings are loose and they're near swords, so the swords can free them, right? But I feel like with this, it's like you probably are going to need some support with this. Like you need somebody to help you with this. Let me see something real quick. It's a no. It's like whatever you're doing, you need help. You need somebody to help you with this. If you're doing this on your own, it's interesting though, because I was thinking like you're stuck. It's stuck. It's stuck. But I feel like once you get the support you need, that's going to allow things to move quickly. But like I said, this is just a tarot reading, because anything could change from now till then. Because I believe you said the hearing was on the 26th, so like what I was mentioning before, I would say look at it as an advocate. Advocates are lawyers. Is that another way of saying lawyer? Because if that's the case, I think that you will have to review your case again and look for things that can be, look for anything that can be flipped to the negative, like anything that seems weak, that's not strong. And look for that and then try to strengthen those areas. Like I keep saying, like it's the Eight of Swords. It's like something, I mean, not the Eight of Swords, the Tower card, something weak. You know, you have, when you're in court, you have to have a very strong, convincing argument. You know, so you go back and see where you can strengthen your argument. And I feel like that's where it all starts. I hope it helps. I'm so sorry that the cards aren't. And good luck. Hi, Lillian. How are you? One of my pet peeves is being called Bae. Don't call me Bae, please. Oh, and then you say it again. You want me to block your ass? I'm over here eating my ice cream. The alpha wants me to choke on. It's good. It is good. Es dulce de leche. Happy Valentine's Day. I know it's tomorrow, but I'm just saying it today. Wow, I've been on for 2 hours. Oh my God. Neither do I. I don't have a Valentine either, but it's okay. You want to see me succeed? Oh. You know what they say when they block you is because They try to control themselves because they know if you message them, they know they're going to be weak, and then they're going to. What they say, the most dangerous woman is the one on the blocked list. So if they block you, take that as a compliment. I don't want a virtual Valentine. I want a real Valentine. I want to be doing the devil card activity with somebody. Oh. Someone that I love and care about and I'm comfortable with and all that, because I don't want to seem like a loose lady, I know. I remember a guy, the last guy, he blocked me. I was like, you didn't even need to block me, but okay. But compromise. Okay. Well, so let's see. What is the possibility of Lillian's? Did you break up? I got the 5, like you're feeling left out in the cold, and that's basically blocking. Remember, a guy did that to me. I'm like, yeah, you need to block me. Okay. I'll take your compromise. Oh, look at this. This is my favorite card in this tarot deck. The 2 of Cups. And the reason why I like this card so much is because in the traditional one, they're just giving each other the cups. But I love this one because they're embracing. It's like, it makes me think of that song from Rihanna, Where Have You Been All My Life? That's one of my favorite karaoke songs. I've been everywhere now looking for someone who can please me, love me all night long. What do you think about that song? But then it makes me think about my son. Because we went to, what you call it? Oh, God, why does this happen? I have an idea that I want to talk about, and then I forget what it is. Went to Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, and they had like this room, and then you move around, and it like showed different lights and stuff, and they were playing. You did not get rejected, okay? I did not reject you. See? Lovers. Are you ready your question, Lillian? Okay. Okay. Let's see what comes out for Lillian Hassan. Aquarius and Taurus. That's an interesting combo. You're both fixed signs. Oh my God, didn't I just quote? Wait, did I quote your song, Alpha? I know. Why did he block you, Did I say that? I swore I said that because those are 2 fixed signs, Aquarius and Taurus. Stubborn as hell. I know because I'm a fixed sign as well. I'm a Scorpio, and Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo, we're all fixed signs, and we're all bitches that want it our way. did say that right. Oh my God. You are a bad influence. Ah. I think he is going to unblock you. See? And this card came out for Priyanka earlier. Haters, haters, haters. But the thing is, like, you can't let anybody interfere with your relationship. And the same thing with him. You don't want to be with somebody that's going to be influenced by what other people think, you know? But it seems like it's like, yeah, he is going to unblock you. What question you want to ask, Alpha? Huh? What question you want to ask? I'm going to start charging. I had to figure out how I'm going to start charging people, but I feel like he is going to unblock you. And then look at this. We have 10, 10, and then we have 8. I don't know if that could be 8 to 10 days from now. It could be like 8 to 10 days from now, maybe, possibly. Like that's what the 10 of Pentacles is. It's about family. It's about legacy. I don't see anything about third person. You see there's 2 people here. There's a little kid with money and a dog. It doesn't look like it. It seems favorable. Like the Wheel of Fortune came out in the upright. If it was in reverse, that's like, nope, that's bad. That's bad. But it looks good. But girl, like, keep doing you. Because from what I see, you're gorgeous. You're gorgeous. So just keep being your sexy self. Because you look hot from what I see. So just keep taking care of you, doing you, make him miss you. You want to block, he wants to block you. Give him a reason to unblock you. Yeah, I know. And what I mean is like, show him what he's missing, you know? Yeah, show him what he's missing. Respectfully, you know? Respectfully. Alpha, are you formulating your question now? Okay. Nandini. How will Nandini need to You know how we are. We're fixed. When we fixated on someone, we fixated on someone. Okay. Let me see what's first. Thank you. I love this filter. It just makes me look amazing, right? It just smooths me out and everything. I'm trying to be humble. I'm like, oh, thank you. Let me see. Nandini. Okay, Nandini was first. Oh my gosh. Okay. It just made my hair look better and my skin look better. I bet you I look all crazy if I take it off. Should I take off the filter so you can see what's going on? I think I'm beautiful, you know. I accept my flaws. I will like, shh. Okay, be quiet. I'll be quiet. Okay. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Fernandini, can you please? Okay, I got the 9 of Pentacles for you, Nandini. So I feel like you might be minding your own business, doing like you may be out and about doing whatever you're doing when you meet this person. They may see you, you may be shopping, you may be at a park or something, depending on, because I don't know how the weather is where you are. But I feel like from based off this card, you're gonna be busy. Thank you, Alpha. Um, yeah, you're gonna be just busy doing whatever you're doing, and this person is gonna. I just like it's gonna be one of those moments, I would say, where you're just not even you're just being yourself. You may even be natural. You may not even have done your hair. You may not have even done your makeup. I don't know if you're, but I feel like, yeah, I feel like somebody might see you and they may come up to you. They may have already seen you. Because I know earlier when I started my reading, I was doing a reading for myself, but it's making me it's making me think back to it. So it's like somebody may have seen you already and you may not know them, but they may be watching you, and not in a creepy way. It's just they may be observing you, and one day they might build up the courage to come up to you. But it's gonna happen randomly, like when you least expect it. You know, I think it's gonna be one of those types of situations. The 5 of Cups is at the bottom. So you say you've been single for some time, right? So for a significant amount of time. I feel like if you're in this energy of feeling lonely or isolated, and that's something that you may need to change, and you need to put yourself in this type of energy because this is attractive energy. And Alpha could confirm that because he's a man. So I'm constantly told that men like when women are, they take care of themselves. They look good. Yeah, so it seems like if you're in this type of energy where you feel like nobody wants you, that you're not attractive and stuff, it's like if you're in that type of energy, then nobody wants you because you're not attractive. But when you're in this energy, it's very attractive. Someone who like takes care of themselves, who takes time to make themselves look good, who looks like they have their life together, So I think it's like you have to shift definitely, that's what I'm going to say. You're going to have to shift your mindset about yourself, and when you improve that mindset, your mindset about yourself, your self-esteem, and the way you're presenting yourself, and it has to come from within, it can't be like you're faking it, because I know men can tell, because when women want attention, they act a certain way, and guys know when they're being phony. So you really have to take time to take care of yourself and improve your self-esteem, and even the way that you're presenting yourself. But it's not only about how you look, but it's also your energy that will be attractive, and that might attract somebody to you. So it will happen when you least expect it, but it will probably happen when you're feeling really good about yourself because you're putting out that positive energy. But I will always say this, always use discernment, because sometimes energy vampires like to come out of the woodwork because they sense that good energy and they want to suck the life out of it. So use your discernment. Don't let men approach you, but don't easily fall into like, oh yeah, this guy likes me. And the first guy that likes you may not be the guy for you. Just see, what comes up to you, and see, who aligns with what you want. Because I mean, like, getting attention from a man is a good thing. It feels good. It's validating, but you want to get it from the right man, not from any man, the right man, a quality man, especially if you're a quality woman. You know what I mean? I hope that's helpful. You're welcome. Oh my God, I'm still working on myself. I'm still single. No garbage, no basura, man. No. And it's funny because, oh, you're welcome, Nandini. I hope you have a happy Valentine's Day. I don't know if you celebrate. I'm here in the US, so tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Today is Friday the 13th here in the US. Thank you, Lillian. But yeah, I got work to do. That's why I'm still single. That's why I'm still single. Well, I can't complain. Okay, there was somebody else. Ireland. Oh, so I like when people come from places that I want to go, like Seattle and Caroline. She was from, I want to say Switzerland, but it's not, it's Scotland. I want to go to Ireland, Scotland, Seattle. Thank you, Nandini. Okay, somebody asked me a question. So, hi, Gemma. I don't think I said hi to you. Okay, now somebody had a question. Hi, universe. There was Nandini, and then there was somebody else that had a question. Okay, Gemma, it was you, Gemma. Okay. Yes, okay. I just want to be sure. I'm like one of those people that don't like when people skip the line. Like, get in the back of the line. Not really, I don't do it. I just get aggressive. Like, you're not going to skip me. That's how I get. I remember when I was 15 years old. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me tell the story real quick. And there was this like fucking bitch lady, and she was older than me, and she was crazy. And then, I'm with my baby, my son, and I'm with my kid's father, and we're shopping, and she was like trying to skip, and I was like, no. And I'm like, I was younger than her, and she was crazier than me. So I was a little scared, but I was like standing my ground, Like, you are not going to skip me. She cursed me out and everything. I was like, I don't care because you're not skipping me, bitch. Okay, Gemma's question. Really? Los Angeles vibe? I don't know. I'm from New York. From the boogie down Bronx. They do. Oh, thank you, Gemma. That lady, oh my gosh. I got the Two of Cups for you, Gemma. And oh, I love this card so much because of how they're embracing. I don't know if, all right, I'm going to tell you what just from the card. Like old zombies were. We're not all like that. Thank you, Nandini. I try to be. Oh, I've never been to Los Angeles. So the thing I love about this card is because to me, it's like two long lost lovers who finally find each other. And it's like, where have you been? Like I mentioned this, where have you been all my life? Like I missed you. This is what I get from this card. So I don't know, like your situation with, you've been to LA, Alpha? I don't know if, when I think about California, I don't know, like where I would want to visit. I heard San Francisco is nice, and oh my gosh, I don't know if I could live in California. I don't know if I could live there. The reason why it's the reason why I don't feel like I would live there is because I could live there. Is I don't know, like I have this mindset about LA and Hollywood, and I don't know. But for Gemma, I get this card for you. I hope you're still there, because if you're missing out. This is such a beautiful card. This is my favorite card from this deck. This card is the reason why I bought this deck. I spent over $20 just because I wanted this card. I wanted to be able to see it come out in a reading. Yeah. So I don't know if you and you said Kay have been in separation or something. Okay, good. I don't know if you and Kay have been in separation or something, but it's like I don't know if there's like a really close relationship or friendship relationship or something, and it's like I don't know if you and them are inseparable, or this like it's hard to be away from each other, because this is what that card reminds me of. And the reason why I love this card too, besides the embrace, it reminds me of a friend I had. And me and him, we connected, it was during the pandemic. It was during the pandemic, and he and I, we were communicating a lot on Instagram. And then it's like one day I started wanting to work out. I wanted to go out and I started going to this park that he would go to, but it was because it was the closest thing. And plus I was trying to do like 10,000 steps, and it was like, okay, let me go as far as I feel comfortable, because I've been to that place before. So I started going there. And then one day he came by, and I was not expecting to see him. And I saw him from afar, and I was like, "Who is that? Him?" And then when we see each other, it was like we had a long embrace. It's because, we hadn't seen each other since the pandemic, like a couple of years, but we were keeping in contact, and we connected, we bonded. And it was like this is what it reminds me of, It's like, where have you been? I missed you. It's so good to see you, that type of thing. And then you have the cat too. Yeah. I love this card so much. So yeah, this is a positive card. But I don't know if you and him are like in separation or break. You said you're just friends. You ever have a very close relationship with them so far? But I don't know if you see each other or anything, but it seems like, yeah, you and them are like, that's what I get. A very strong connection. That's good to know. I hope that was helpful, Gemma. hmm That's like the best love, when you're like friends with someone, and yes, because like Mariah Carey says, love takes time, you know, and you want something that has a strong foundation. And like the best type of relationship is the one where you and the person are friends. You know each other, you understand each other, you're vulnerable with each other. But there's also that mutual respect that you have for each other. And then to carry that into a romantic relationship, that's like something that's like, you can't beat that. San Francisco is your hometown? That's crazy. But yeah, I think that's one of the most important things in a relationship. Yeah, because you could love somebody, but if there's no trust and there's no respect, love doesn't really matter. Happy Valentine's Day to you, Gemma. Thank you. But the thing is, like, now I don't want to rain on anybody's perfect from my own experience, but but I got positive. Look at that. Positive vibes. Positive vibes for that. Yeah, definitely. I can't tell. You know your current situation. I'm psychic, but I'm not that psychic. Tell you your current situation. I don't know. That's too much mental power for me. And Astro, that's too much. I'm already getting a headache. Woo. I'm so East Coast and you're so West Coast. Is it true that West Coasters are more relaxed? They're more relaxed, they're more chill because in New York, like I said, it's like you're not skipping me, that type of thing, right? Um, that's the best. That's the best. I'm sorry about coming off like rude or anything, but it's just like the current. Tell me your current. I don't know you. How can I tell you your current situation? That's not a question. That's a demand. And the only person that can place demands on me is my man. Not just, yeah, really, it is. Because I'll place demands on him too. Thank you. Mm-mm-mm. Let me see something. Nice. I got 8 subscribers so far. So thank you. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed New York. Astro, I don't know what you're talking about. You're asking too much. You're asking for too much with very little information. You think East Coasters are too sensitive? I think it's like I liked how somebody said it because I remember I saw this video on Instagram and this chick, she was going off on somebody that came from Georgia. Yes, he's married to me. No, it's funny. Good night, Gemma. I hope you have a happy Valentine's Day. Not Alpha's. I think Alpha's single. He's single. Alpha's single. Alpha's married. Yes, you're married or what? Yes, what? You give me hard eyes too. What are you talking about, Lillian? Bro. What was I saying? So there was somebody who was talking about like somebody from the South visiting New York, and the person was like, "Oh, why they're not like they don't know anything about hospitality?" And she was like, "Bitch, listen, we ain't got time for like we got work to go, we have places to go, we don't want to deal with bullshit, blah 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 blah, that type of thing." Did I say? Oh my god! But won't be my virtual val. Are you gonna send me virtual flowers and virtual chocolates? Oh my God, you're making me giggle. What are you confused about, Lillian? Whose chance? Me? Who's wearing your favorite color? Me? Me? Black is my favorite color. Everything I'm wearing is black. Everything. Oh my God, I'm flirting online. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, I've been on for 3 hours and I got 9 likes. Cool. You let me into your mind. Thank you, Lily. I'm a little crazy too and controlling. Awareness, distracted or filling life with other things. It says look for love, dating. I like that the clock tower is back there. I don't know if that's how it actually looks because I've been to London and I don't remember all these buildings. I don't remember that. Is that the clock tower? Is that London? It's easy to get along with people online though. From his work email. Breaking free, getting out of a situation, or being on your own, freedom, independent. Winding road, having a long way to go, taking many detours. Many loves, complicated. Wow. I think a lot of us can resonate with that. You don't have a Gmail? Probably don't want a Gmail. Your work email is probably the safest email. I think this is turning into a milkshake. Na 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 na. I could see what the cards say. This is a milkshake now. Let me see something. What? I don't see a picture in your email. You don't have a picture in your email. Oh, why did I do that? Yeah, I just see like the heart. That's it. I know Lillian asked why he. Can you tell me why he blocked me? Okay, King, you just come in here, right? And you don't even say hi. You just ask a question without even greeting me. How rude. If I could be quite honest, I think I know why. He didn't even say hello. Hi, how are you? He just said, can you tell me why she blocked me? I'm just saying. Yeah. Do you want to send me a picture? It feels like online dating now because it kind of is, right? Your question, I got the death card. So the death card could mean that I don't know what's the situation before he blocked you. I don't know the situation. Please. Please. If I want to see pictures of naked men, I'll Google it. Uh-huh. Okay. You sure it's not a deep fake? You want to know if he's, because I know like when I got blocked, it was because, but you know what? Oh, that situation, you reminded me of that situation. Okay, let's see. Because from what I remember, there was nobody else. It was just the Eight of Swords and him helping you out. So it's like him unblocking you. Like he was loosening like the restrictions. Because I'm pretty sure you probably could find a way to get around to contacting him if you really wanted to. Because, excuse me, like all this, like, can I burp? Like from what I remember, it was the Wheel of Fortune. You had the Eight of Swords, and what was the other card? The Wheel of Fortune was at the bottom of the deck. Eight of Swords, and something else. I don't remember what the other card was. Why do people keep saying that? Like I was on earlier and a kid said that. I blocked his ass. I was like, you're too young. Oh, I forgot about Star 67. But this kid's using that stupid thing. Do you want to see my reaction live? if I go look at it right now? Seven of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Wasn't this the other card that came out? The Ten of Pentacles? Oh my God. Three of us. I have five showing up on the number. Okay, I don't know how long you and him have been together. Let me take this out. Let me see something here. Okay. How long have you and him been together? Almost 1 year. I'm scared to look. And imagine this like, what do you call it? Jump scare video. You wear glasses. Let's see. Because from my own experience, when I got blocked from that last person, it's because I was accusing him of things. And he was working on something. He was working on something that he really needed to focus on. But I was like me being jealous or insecure or whatever. But he did something that I feel like validated me reacting a certain way. And for me, it validated it. And he didn't really want to listen to what I was saying. And he was just thinking like about what he was working on. He was more focused on that. So the reason why I'm asking is because it brought that memory back to me. And that could be what he's doing. Because the Four of Wands is about, if you know, the first one is the Ace of Wands is a creative new, like a new idea. Yeah. So it's like a new idea, a new thing, and a new passionate, like new venture in some way, right? Creative venture, anything like that, right? And then Hanged Man, it's like someone's taking a break, making some sort of sacrifice. I don't know if you felt like there was somebody else because he was probably focusing on other things, like he was distracted in some way, like he was focusing on work or. But like this is like somebody who is focused on work, building money, building their wealth, building security. And, he's very much focused on that. And then maybe, all right, I was talking about the wands. So three of wands is like when you're waiting for something to come in. So first is the ace of wands in the beginning. The two of wands is you're at a crossroads and you have to make a decision about what type of action you want to take. The third is where you take an action and you're just waiting for the results. And then the four of wands is like a victory, a celebration or something. So this, I mean, in the worst sense, this could be like marriage, right? I mean, in the positive sense, if it's for you two, marriage, right? Worst case scenario, he's married to somebody else. But I don't think it's that. I feel like he may be taking a break because this is what he wants. He wants to like build a foundation. He wants to see some sort of a success in his whatever he's working on. And the Six of Pentacles came out. So usually they call this like the breadcrumbing, like someone's not really giving too much, but it's also someone's trying to find balance. So, but I think like in this type of situation, you have to give it time to see what happens, because I know with that particular person, he blocked me and then it didn't work out in his favor. I'll just say that much. Because he ended up unblocking me. And then my dumbass is like, hey, how you doing? Dumbass. I'm talking to myself. I was a dumbass for doing that. And but I say give it time. Let him unblock you, but let him unblock you and let him reach out to you. Let him reach out to you. That's what I should have done instead of being the chaser, Yeah, he unblocked me because he was finished doing whatever he did and he failed. And the funny thing is that day that he blocked me, the next day he blocked me, I saw something and I was like, oh, I think he's going to fail. I mean, I don't want him to fail or anything, but he kind of did it to himself. He ended up failing. And for me, getting that confirmation, when I restarted talking to him, and he told me that he did what he did. He tried 3 times and he failed 3 times. I was like, yeah, because you probably were doing something and you didn't want to own up to it. And you think you could like sweep it under the rug. Queen of Cups. So I'm like, karma is up. I got a little satisfaction about hearing from that. It's funny. There's 6 people here and 9 likes, 69. And then I saw the Chariot card. That's Cancer. Let me see what time it is. It's 8:36 over here. 8:36. Yeah. I'm just trying to fill it out. I mean, Did you go back? I looked at the video really quickly because I'm trying to do a reading. Hopefully she didn't put a love spell on you, King. I don't know why I thought that. I cannot tell you that. I don't know what happened in your relationship for you to even feel that she feels that way about you. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to figure out because the cards I'm getting, I don't really like them, you know? And I feel like he's more focused on whatever he's doing than anything. And, or it could be like, let me see. Because I don't like that example of what he, like the blocking, and then it reminded me of that. I don't like that. Because, and honestly, like if you have valid concerns, about something, the person you're with, especially if they really do love you, they will try their best to reassure you that you have nothing to worry about, you know? But I know it can get to a point, and Alpha could say this, it could get to the point where if you're accused so much, you could get sick of it. Like you get sick of like this person constantly accusing you of something, and it's like, why do I even bother, you know? So it's kind of hard to tell. I don't know how long you've been blocked, Lillian. I don't know how long he's blocked you, but I know it could get to a point where a person gets fed up with constantly being accused. No. So I remember it was 8 to 10 days. I remember saying that 8 to 10 days. I would say just give it time, because right now, yeah, I heard that too. Like I've heard that, like, oh, if you're already accusing me, I might as well do it, which is such a fucking weak argument. Like, so you're gonna like let somebody dictate your actions just because they're accusing you of it? It's like someone who gets convicted of murder, you know, and they didn't do it. Either they go out and kill somebody just to say, hey, well, I was already convicted of murder, I might as well go kill somebody, you know? You know, I don't know how. I see. Like, I feel like maybe he just wants peace. He's like, I feel like it's that, because I keep seeing like the hangman card is like sacrifice, taking time, taking a break, trying to get enlightenment, you know? I would say you have to give him space. You got to give him time. And if he unblocks you, then you'll know. Because like I mentioned earlier, like we could get fixated on people, but sometimes we get fixated on the wrong people. And like I can't say that for you, you know, because everybody's situation is different. You know, sometimes we can be fixated on the person that's right for us. But I would say just like give it time. And the last thing you like remember I was telling who was it? I was telling Nadine. Oh, what was her name? It started with an N. Um, Nardinia, I think it was. I don't know if I said that right. You know, you don't want to be in like desperate energy, you know, because then that's not sexy. And you're sexy, Lillian. Okay. Remember that. Remember that. I think that's the hardest thing about being in a relationship. Mm-hmm. I know it drives. You know, the readers always say, "Oh, the guy always watches you on social media, and he's like looking at your stories, looking at your this or that." You know, so if you see some weird stuff, like some weird accounts looking at your stuff, if it's public, that could be him. I don't know why that popped up in my mind, but that's possible. Oh, my milkshake. Hmm. You still haven't said hi. How are you? Probably wanted to see if you post anything like subliminals or something. They should have like a dominatrix, like, whoosh. Good boy. Now you can ask your question. Hi. Okay. How is it getting okay? Because whoosh. I can't tell you if someone's pregnant. I can't tell you. Don't ask me legal questions. I can't tell you why somebody hates you. I can't tell you. Let's see. I don't wear, my glasses are more for fashion. I don't need glasses. I wear it to protect my eyes because I'm always in front of the computer. So I want to see King's question. Did you write it down in the... Let's see. I had to scroll up. You want me to tell you why she blocked you? Did you do something? Did you say something? Because I know when I block somebody, because I'm like done with them. I'm like at least done with them for the moment until I block them, you know? I keep the glasses on because sometimes the thumbnail when you do a live is crazy. And people are like mid sentences going, you know, and I don't want my thumbnail to be that. And I bet you that's the thumbnail right now. I don't know why love is so hard. Why can't we just love each other? Why does it have to be? But ugh, it ain't the same as it used to be. Go to... Yeah, like, King, did you do or say something to piss her off? You know? Because that's usually what happens. Also, sometimes we can be overly sensitive and you say something, you don't even know you said anything wrong to us, and then we just like get on our feelings and we're like, I'm done with you. I don't want to talk to you anymore, and then block you. Yeah, we do that. She's a Scorpio. Maybe that's, I'm a Scorpio. So I'm a Scorpio. I don't even need the cards to tell you. You're an Aries. You definitely did or said something that upset her. Because my son's an Aries and he does and says this. No, he says things that upset me. So you did or said something that upset her. My son is so blunt. You probably said something without realizing how it came off. Probably were a little insensitive. You didn't filter yourself. So I think that might be the reason why she blocked you. Because sometimes my son, he says things, and I know he doesn't like mean it, but Scorpios, we're sensitive, you know? We're sensitive. So she probably blocked you for your own safety and security, you know? Because remember, Scorpio is a water sign, but we're also fiery too. Especially if she has, depending on her moon sign too. Because I have a Leo moon and I'm a Scorpio, right? And Scorpio, they say it was traditionally ruled by Pluto, but then it's traditionally ruled by Mars, right? And Aries is also ruled by Mars. So you could be very hot, quick-tempered, sometimes impulsive, and maybe even a little bit foolish, you know, and foolish in the sense that you may say something innocently, but it could have a profound effect on someone emotionally, you know, especially someone who's sensitive. So it could be something like that. How long have you been blocked? Excuse me. Because I have the 9 of Wands coming out. You cooked, you boiled too. You boiled and cooked. Like if you said or did something, and I don't know if you've done this too many times for her to be like, oh my God, because and she might be feeling sensitive right now. But you didn't say how long have you been blocked? Because it looks like she's trying to cool herself off. Like if you got her hot and bothered and not even in a good way, she's like, let me cool down because this motherfucker, you playing with me. You keep playing with me. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. You have to apologize. You gotta make things right. You have to apologize. Let the full come out. I don't know if this is something that's like a reoccurring cycle with you and with your lady. Yeah. You need to apologize. I don't know if it has anything to do. I don't know. Like because this is the marriage card too. You know so I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully you didn't have an argument about getting married or a marriage engagement, something like that. I don't know. But it's like whatever you did, you got to reflect on it, learn from it. So you can restabilize your relationship with her, apologize, and don't apologize for the sake of apologizing. Like you said, hi, how you doing, beautiful, for the sake of saying hi, you're beautiful. You know, like be authentic, like be honest, be genuine with your apology, you know? Like if I don't know, like if you have to have be open, be honest about that, about what you want. But if marriage is something that she wants and that's something that you're not, like she's the one that's I could say, because sometimes I'm like that too. It's scary though. Because we like I don't know, like us Scorpios, it's like hard for us to trust. It's hard for us to trust, you know. And it's funny, I was listening to a reader and she was talking about Scorpio males, but I was like, I feel like you're talking about me and I don't have a wee-wee, you know. So I'm a feminine, but sometimes I was resonating with what she was saying, but I think it could be a Scorpio thing in general. That it's hard for us to trust, and that we always look for reasons to not trust somebody. We always look for reasons that if we to justify us, like protecting ourselves and not being open with whoever we're with, you know? So like just definitely be honest, authentic, because we don't like when people lie. We don't like when people cheat. We like the honesty, because that helps us build trust with someone, you know? Because if you could tell me an ugly ass lie, then I know that you're someone I could, like, that I can consider trusting, because I don't trust anybody completely, you know? That took a long time. And the only person that I trust, and me and him are not even together, is my kid's father, you know? So if, I don't know, like if, yeah, she's emotionally unavailable. We're very protective of our emotions. We're very protective. So if you need to apologize, apologize. I like that this came out, the Ace of Cups and Knight of Cups. It's like the most important thing for a Scorpio is to feel safe. Because if we don't feel safe, then we're gonna keep We're going to keep a boundary up, a guard up to protect ourselves. Because we know when we, you know, we go for the kill, you know? I hope that was helpful, King. And I'm pretty sure she stung you. She stung you because I know I've stung my son. And he's just my son. I hope that was helpful, King. Okay. Instead of like same thing too, like I mentioned, like, Lillian, you said you're an Aquarius, right? So yeah, fixed signs. Now you want me to fish out the cards? Sometimes you don't need cards. Let me see if I remember. The Four of Wands has to do with marriage, celebration. And the bottom of the deck, it was, I remember the Page of Cups, which is apology. Seven of Pentacles is about reflection, like looking back on what was done. I don't remember what was the card at the bottom, but I remember the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. So it's like you have to reflect on what you may have said. And the Page of Cups is about apology. Like, you don't have a tail, but well, you actually do because you're a man. But you're gonna have to tuck your tail between your legs, you know, go apologize to her. And the full card came out too. So it's like, it's possibly like moving on from whatever happened and then like moving past it and somewhat starting over. It's just you're moving past the argument and then going about your journey, like closing that cycle out, the disagreement, argument out by apologizing. I don't remember I remember the Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. The Fool and the Four of Wands. Okay. Wow, I've never been on this long before. Oh, thank you for keeping me company. You're welcome, King. God bless you too. I hope everything works out for you. Creatively nice for. Oh, so you're another person that comes in, doesn't say hi, how you doing? You gotta know the drill. It's called manners. Did you say hi? Did you say how you doing? Lillian, we gotta teach these men some manners. Where? Where? Grove? What's that? Grove? Here. Where did you say hi? Ooh. Excuse me. Oh, my battery is about to die. Excuse me. Really, John? How come I feel like you're being condescending? Because I already have your cards out. Pi Day. Pi Day. March 14th. March 14th is Pi Day, right? 314. Jolly person. Where are you from? Creatively, where are you from? I have the Ace of Cups for you. For real, I was thinking British. Like they would say like, oh, you're a jolly bloke. Something like that. And you got the Empress and the Temperance. So I think like this is Ace of Cups. This is new love, new beginning, right? Empress is Taurus, Libra energy, but it's someone who is it could be a loving person. Like, I'm gonna have to get off soon. I have to get off soon because my phone is dying. But it seems like you might be meeting somebody who is just like loving, warm, motherly type of energy, someone who's very caring, nurturing. They may have Libra or Taurus in their chart. But I was thinking 314 Pi Day, 314. Temperance has to do with patience, so it's going to require patience on your part. You could probably meet somebody within the next 3 to 14 months. I'm going to say that within 3 to 14 months. So it could be sooner than that, or it could be as far as 14 months. It's going to require patience on your part, though. So you could possibly meet somebody, like you could be somebody in March. You could possibly meet somebody 3 months from now, which would be what, May? I could say March, May. But patience. It could be either in Taurus season, Libra season, or Sagittarius season that you might meet somebody. But the card that really stands out to me is something about you having to be patient. Because temperance, I want to say temptation. Temperance is about patience. Having patience. So it could be as far as 3 months or 14 months that you may meet somebody. But for some reason, like Pi Day, 314. that might be significant to you. That'll be funny if that's the person's birthday. The 14th of March. Oh, look at that. And then you have the Two of Wands, you see? Ooh, with the Knight of Wands. I feel like whoever this person may be, you're going to be attracted to them. You're going to be very attracted to them. So that's what I got. Let me see it. Let me see something. Oh yeah, I have to go soon. Okay. Oh, I wish you luck. So the 3 to 14 months is what I'm seeing. But if it's like 14 months, then it's going to require patience on your part. You know, so continue doing what you're doing. I wish you luck. And I think it's Valentine's Day where you are right now, because I think you're, I don't know how many hours ahead of us you are, because I'm in the US, in the east side, the East Coast, Eastern time. That's where I'm at. So I hope you have a happy Valentine's Day. I have to leave because it's already 9:09 over here. And my battery is dying. You know, when I walk home, I like to listen to music. Putting my cards away. Yes, my time to leave. What do you mean your time for? What do you mean? My battery is at 13%, and I don't want to chance it. I usually go live on the weekdays between 2 and 3 p.m. Eastern time. So that might be a time that you're sleeping. Excuse me. 8 a.m. Wow. So you're like, yeah, you're welcome. You guys, you kept me company. I really appreciate it. Because I would have just went home and look at this. It's a milkshake. It's now a milkshake. Oh, enjoy. Enjoy. Oh, Blizzard. I haven't had that in a long time. Dairy Queen, right? So, yeah, I'm going to end it here. I hope you all have a lovely evening or rest of your day wherever you are. And I hope you enjoy your Valentine's Day. And yeah, I'll see you. I don't stream on the weekends because I'm going to be home. And lately I haven't been really wanting to film videos. Some of us are fun. Some of us are good people. And if you watch this, some of us aren't that great. Bye, creatively. Have a good evening or good morning where you are. A good day. Okay, bye, everyone. Take care.